Hello, everybody. I'm going to jump right in here because this is our thoughts that we're going to be relating to each of you, or many of you, during the course of who knows how long. But I'm going to talk about give you a word. And this word, I'm going to give you some definitions as to how the word operates in our lives. And here's the word. All of us are familiar with it, but I think I need to put it up here. Attitude. Attitude. You find that attitude does a couple of things, but two major things. Attitude is either going to help build you or it will help kill you. Having a good attitude, and this is something that is hard. Having a good attitude means a lot to us. But then there are those who will have an attitude that is bad. A bad attitude, excuse my writing, bad attitude. Now those good and bad attitudes come in the same package, by the way, because there are days that you'll get up and you might have an exceptionally good attitude. There are days you might get up and you will have a very, very, very bad attitude. And that depends on the circumstance and situations you might find yourself in. But even with that in mind, situations don't dictate how you will respond. The thing is, many of us react wrong rather than respond. So a good attitude often have you respond properly. A bad attitude will cause you to react. And as we said, the attitude will do one or two things. It's going to either build you or it's going to kill you. It can build your business or it can kill your business. It can build you up as an individual. It can tear you down as an individual. So attitude is fundamental about everything. And attitude, oftentimes you find that they're linked to emotions. And because you have a bad day, because of your emotion, is going to dictate how you respond with your attitude. So we have to look at that intensely. And what is the attitude is all about? It's how I feel about things, how I'm going to respond to things. And our bad attitudes, we say, not as a response, but as a reaction. It's how I'm going to react. But understand something about that word react. We think reaction means spontaneously or instantly. And it does not happen instantly. We say, well, it just happened. No, it doesn't just happen. There's a process that everything goes through, the filtering process. And I talk about that in the 7 signs of success, which we'll be talking about at length later on. But nothing happens in our lives instantly. You might want to use that as an excuse, but nothing happens instantly. It's a process. And all of us, attitude, even that attitude, I'll erase a little bit of this because I think you have it now. Attitude is a process. Everything we go through a system of things. So we say that there's a process. What's the process? Many of us go through the process. The process is everything. Once it enters into it, let's put it this way, here you are here. Let's say this is you. Oh, let me make it look more like you. Here you are. This is you. Everything that happens to you as the part of this process of you. It's coming into your system by this thing up here that we know as the brain. Everything enters in to us through that. Your attitude is developed because of the things that you have inside of you already. It's not a matter of what happens outside of you. It's the things that are taking place inside of each one of us makes the biggest difference in our lives. But it has to get to us through that process. And what is that process? It's through your seeing something, hearing something, tasting something, smelling something, or touching something. So these 5 senses are activated, and it's a part of you and I through the process. And that process is that we let it come in, it comes in, and once it gets in here, it goes through the filtering process. And it's up to you and I to filter that information that comes in. That's part of the process. And the process develops our attitude. Attitude because of what goes into our brain. What goes into our brain is because of how we react with our consciousness. Your consciousness develops the process, and the process comes through these means. More about that later.